Is there somebody out there with a mat? Can we house somebody spot?
Yeah, Amy's coming in.
Okay, great. Do you know whose mat this is? Do you mind moving? Or text me while I'm doing this.
Do you want me to?
Yes.
Broke. The machine, a pipe ripped. Yeah. Yeah. Cover that, right? Box it in. Yeah. Yeah. I will.
Then no one runs into.
Yeah. Of course. Luca, where's the let me see the eye shot. Oh, okay. It's pretty wide, huh? I can't really work the camera with those people in front of it, though. Can you pull the camera back a little bit, or is... Does that say 10:58, 9:58, 8:58?
Yes, one of those.
Hey, Robin. Not till 9. Not till 9. Yeah. Not yet. It'll be here though. It's all set up and it started leaking. There was a rip in the tube inside. I was like, ha 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 ha. I know. I was thinking too. We're good. I'm going to start, okay? Nothing. I'm going to start. I'm going to start, okay? Good morning, Boston. Good morning. Shake your head out a little bit. Make sure there's no tension in your neck or your jaw. Give that up. Go ahead, bend your knees a little bit and bring your hips towards the front of the studio. And breathe in and out of your nose. If you can't breathe through your nose right now, breathe in and out of your mouth. Just give the body that's on your mat the space that it needs to awaken. You know, this room and this community, an amazing tool, an amazing space to do. Relax the muscles in your face. Bring your hips forward some more. Give up the tension in your neck. And straighten your legs, little by little. Place your hands on your mat, downward dog. Oh, thank God your body's healthy enough to be on your mat. So move it around, do some exploration. Open your eyes and make that commitment when you move into the yoga pose that you're in, is that you put your eyes on one physical point and you see that point wholeheartedly. And this is the practice of just really awakening your heart, awakening to that which is most important to you. We know how important the body is to keep it healthy. Give your body a little more space. And downward dog, walk your hands to the front of your mat, bring your hands to the front of your mat, and bring your feet to the back of your mat, a few inches. And bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your upper knee. Take your upper leg to the left. Reach your upper leg over to the left. Bring your upper foot to your mat. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Bend your upper knee. Take your upper leg to the right. Will you do me a favor this morning too? Don't try to look cool for the camera. Walk to the front of your mat. Bring your feet together and bend your knees a lot. Clasp your hands at your lower back. Use a yoga strap if you've got tight shoulders. Now pause for a moment. Bend your knees, stick them out. Press your collarbones to the front of the studio. Lengthen your spine. Take a huge breath in. Forward bend. Every time I get on the mat as a student, every time I walk into a teaching space, I have to give things up. There's things that just constrain me, thwart my growth. They're in the way. They could be blind spots. They could be completely in your consciousness. So drop that. It begins by just letting your neck relax. Letting the debris in your brain burn up. Let the pranic blood flow into your brain. Bring your hips forward. Open your eyes. Cleanse your senses. See. Drop your hands to the floor. Ground your feet in your mat. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Spread your toes across the floor. Uddiyana, pull your belly to your spine. Light up your fingertips. Press your feet deeper into your mat. Feel the hardwood floor below your mat. And fill up the space between your fingertips and the ceiling with intention. Go ahead, breathe up under your collarbones. Take your upper arm bones to the back of the room. Place your hands in a prayer over your heart center. 3 ohms. Reach your arms to the ceiling, breathe in. Forward bend, breathe out. Halfway up, breathe in. And welcome all you who are brand new. Welcome and good luck. Good luck. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. High plank. The heat, the intensity of the practice is going to pull a lot from you. Stuff that you may not be willing to give without a community supporting you. So we support you in your practice just as you are. If you'd like to bring it down, please do that. And just adapt whenever you need to. And you'll know when you need to. If you're in the now, if your eyes are clear and your breath is sound, when you're in the now, you know how to empower yourself. Lift your chin away from your chest, breathe in. Come forward and halfway down. You hover or you rest your body on your mat. Up dog. Down dog. Just a little movement like that. There's magic in movement. You bring mindfulness and there's miracles. Create a miracle in your hands. Spread out your fingers more. Receive the practice. Receive it. You just listen. Listen to your teacher. Listen to your body. It's a multi-dimensional listening. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press your hands deeper in your mat. Walk to the front of your mat. Halfway up, breathe in. Wake up your feet. Spread your toes across the floor. Bow forward. Sweep up. Bow down. This is the work. We start from the outside. We work our way in. Halfway up. High planks. Create general form. Bring your heels forward. Curl your toes under a lot. Now pin your knuckles into the floor. Chin up. Away from your chest. Breathe in. Now keep that. Come forward and halfway down. Up dog. Down dog. Deep ujjayi breathing. Takes a little while for the body, for the flesh, for the blood to warm up and soften up. Be like the tortoise this morning, rather than the hare, the tortoise. But not the tortoise with rigor mortis, not like that. Not like that. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk to the front of your mat. Halfway up, breathe in. Forward bend. Sweep up. Bow forward. That's an NWA lyric, just so you know. Halfway up, breathe in. And if you don't know who NWA is, look it up. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Yeah, have that ability to just stop and do nothing and see and be here. Down dog. That is the yoga asana, the practice of being here now. Without feeling, there's really no healing. This is where yoga says there's this division. And you're not really where you are fully. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk or spring to your hands. Halfway up. Forward bend. Sweep up. Fold forward. Long, healthy spine. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Down dog. Let's hear your voice. Throat breathing, create that. You earn it by listening. It's through listening you create Ujjayi breathing. Through listening. Breathe in, breathe out. Through air, you create your space. Walk or jump forward. Flat back, forward bend. Let's build some fire. Bend your knees, drop your hips as close to your mat as possible without tipping over, and straighten your arms above you. Lift your toes off your mat, spread them out, and then drop them back to the floor. Be mindful the way you sit in your heels, about 80% or 90% of your weight. Sit in your heels, and then you feel your legs start to burn. Now draw that fire up. Pull your belly up to your spine. That'll channel the fire upward. Contract your lower ribs into the center line of your body. Now puff up your mid-back. With intention, breathe into your mid-back. Firm up your tricep muscles. Spread out your fingers. Breathe out. Sit 3 inches closer to the floor. Bow forward. Halfway up. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Okay, line up your heels. Or bring your front foot over to the right side of your mat. Create stability first. Put your front foot on 12 o'clock. Now, if you feel a lot of tension in your back knee, then shift your back toes so they're pointing more towards 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. That way, the outer edge of your back foot will be flat on your mat. There you go. Now, with everything you got, squeeze your back leg, muscle to bone. You could overdo it. So the best you got with squeezing your back leg, the quadricep to the bone, without straining. Pull your belly up to your spine. Take your upper arm bones to the back of the room. Spread out your fingers. Now drop your chin towards your chest a little bit. And you can look up. Just don't strain your neck. Take a huge breath in. Bring your hands to your mat. Low plank. Upward dog. Be mindful that your index fingers are on 12 o'clock. Don't rush. Give that up. Down dog. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. This is what makes us sick and not at ease, is that we feel like we got to do something right or not do it wrong or just get it done now. You're on the 50-year plan if you make it that long. Lift the inner arch of your back foot away from your mat. Yeah, keep your eyes steady. That brings you into longevity in the pose. It sustains the fire in the pose, the quality of inspiration that needs to be here. So a few more big breaths. Create respiration. Create that conscious respiration. Take a huge breath in. Bring your hands to your mat, low plank. Upward dog. Down dog. You gotta love being with people and moving. You can't hate on people. You can't. I mean, you can, but you don't get anywhere. So love each other and just move together. Get out of your way. Be with us. Let's create something powerful together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway up. Forward bend. Thunderbolt. Fold forward. Halfway up. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Down dog. Right side warrior one. Feel your body come to life. Spread your toes. Firm up your back leg more. Hands to your mat. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, left side warrior one. Mindful of each toe, each finger. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Perfect. The experience of your body, embodiment, just moving into your body. However it is for you, it's perfect. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway up. Forward bend. Thunderbolt. Bow forward. Long spine. Chaturanga. Dog. Down dog. Right side warrior one. Love it when you feel the sweat begin to form on your skin. Chaturanga. You feel it? It's bringing you to life. Up dog. Down dog. Left side warrior one. And all that is blocking your life. That's removing it. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. You feel the process? It's just a process. A completely different body than 3 minutes ago. So much potential. You just got to tap into it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway up. Forward bend. Thunderbolt. Bow down. Long spine. Crow. I don't know where that came from. Just 5. Be ready now. 4. Press the inner edge of your feet together. Pull your belly to your spine. 3. 2. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Side warrior one. Wake up. Wake up. Spark some energy in your hands. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Left side warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Feet together. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your upper knee. Hang out here. Be a master at building your edge. You can flip over. An edge is a space you have to seek out, a space where inquiry is alive, where knowledge is dead because you're not holding up your head. Look through your 2 eyes. It just erases the past, the future, and it puts you right into the present. Look through your 2 eyes. Press the floor. Pull your belly to your spine. High plank. Bring your feet together. Spin your heels to the right. Take your left arm to the sky. Force, different than power. Power is enlightening. There's expression in power. And force, you just hold your breath. You wait till whatever you're being with it's complete. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Prayer twist to the right. Stay with your hands in a prayer or straighten your arms. You can put a block under your lower hand. Be okay with modifying. Who cares what the pose looks like? Be true to you. Without stability, it's like you're building on sand. Ground the inner edge of your front foot in your mat. And a lot of you guys, bring your back heel towards the front of the studio. 4 counts. And be a scientist in the pose. When you breathe in, lengthen your spine. When you breathe out, rotate and ring out. A few more counts. Huge breath in. Twist, empty out. Warrior 2. Side angle pose. Find your way. Just start with your feet, your heels. Put your front foot on 12 o'clock. Your arm around your back. Now you see the butt sticks out and it puts a lot of tension in your lower back. So lift the front edge of your pelvis to your navel and pull your belly up to your spine. You can gaze to your front big toenail or gaze to one point at the back of the room. Drop your hips another inch or 2 closer to your mat. Breathe in. Plank. Upward dog. Down dog. Bring your feet together. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Bend your upper knee. Stay here or flip your dog. Pull your belly down towards your spine. And you don't want any daylight getting underneath your lower palm. So ground your lower index, middle finger to the mat. High plank. Bring your feet together. Spin your heels to the left. Take your right arm to the sky. When you're empowered, you can be anywhere and be full in that space. You feel it. Force, you begin to die out and burn out. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Prayer twist to the left. Lift your back heel away from your mat. Stay with your hands in a prayer or straighten your arms. Keep your eyes on one physical point. Refining in vinyasa is being smooth through your transitions. So be patient till you hear a cue of an in-breath. So I'm going to prepare you. Breathe in, twist and empty out. Windmill up, warrior two. Side angle pose. It's okay if it's messy. It's okay. Half bind. Eventually you smooth out the rough edges. It's just practice. So scan the body. Where's there deficiency and like an asleepness? And then where is there excess? Balance them out. How do you do that? Just even in breaths, even out breaths. And the measure would be the pose feels lighter rather than you trying to fix it and make it better. Huge breath in. Look to the mat, chaturanga. Upward dog. Dog. Big breath in. Empty out. Walk or jump forward. Halfway up, breathe in. Forward bend. Utkasan. Prayer twist. Take your left elbow, right thigh. Create your feet. Be masterful with seated feet. And then shaping your feet. Put both feet on 12 o'clock. And spin your inner ankles to the back of the room. You'll feel your big toe mounds pressing on the mat. Press your upper palm into your lower palm. And just manage your legs. Do you see how your legs can get stiff? Usually that happens when you stop breathing. You don't want your lower body to be stiff or rigid. Variable. Yeah, keep the breath flowing. You can stay with your hands in a prayer or straighten your arms. You can walk under your lower hand. 5 counts. Feel the breath swell through the whole upper body. And when you breathe out, twist, wring all that junk out. Go ahead, a little more rotation. Drop your hands to the floor. Separate your feet hip width distance. Hook your big toes with your peace fingers. Come halfway up, breathe in. Forward bend. Give yourself some breathing room. Bend your knees a little bit. Work your torso closer to the front of your thighs so they almost touch. Take your elbows out to the sides of the room. Now pull the crown of your head towards the floor. Lean into it. Go ahead, into it. Let go of your toes. Bring your feet together. Thunderbolt. Prayer twist to the left. I know this burns. It's good. Close your exit doors. You're training your brain through your feet. Usually you're unconscious of the skin and the muscles and the bones of the feet. All day long, usually what you put in your gut. Signals from the brain to the feet, from the feet to the brain get scrambled. So organize your legs so they're one. So they're not separate, they're one. Stay with your hands in a prayer or straighten your arms. One breath at a time. From your tailbone to the crown of your head. When you breathe in, lengthen that line. When you breathe out, rotate. Twist a little more. Belly up, twist more. Drop your hands to the floor. Separate your feet hip width distance. Gorilla, walk your toes past the crease of your wrists. Come halfway up, breathe in. Forward bend. Lean forward. Slide your hands out from underneath your feet. Bring your feet together. Ground your feet into the earth. Stand up. Take your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Clear it away. Breathe in. In your mouth. Eagle pose. Bend your knees. Wrap your right leg over your left leg. Wrap your right arm underneath your left arm. 5. Keep your eyes straight ahead of you. 4. Man, when you can really see. 3. 2. Sweep up. Left side, eagle pose. Really begin to see the potential of your physical body. You got to love it and embrace it. Pull into the center line of your body. Drop your hips a few inches closer to your mat. Breathe out. Sweep up. Right side eagle pose. Be mindful you're not sitting in your left hip. Neutralize the pelvis, not just front to back, but right to left too. Breathe out. Sweep up. Left side eagle pose. You don't want it too loose. Lazy handshake and not tight like a overbearing handshake. A hugging that's connecting. Breathe out. Sweep up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Standing leg raise. Balance on your left leg. Bring your right knee up to the level of your waist. You can stay with your right hand at your knee and your left hand at your hip, or straighten your right leg out in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your upper leg, gaze to the left. Just stay with your right hand at your knee if you're going to modify. Bring your upper leg back to. Take your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Airplane pose. Bring your hands to your heart center. Half moon. You can put a block under your lower hand. Put your lower foot on 12 o'clock and ground your big toe mound and baby toe mound, the lower foot into the floor. Got to get that. Big toe mound and baby toe mound in your bottom foot. Stay here or bend your upper knee, half bow. Lift the front edge of your pelvis to your navel. Pull your belly to your spine. Now look over your right shoulder and kick more. Belly to your spine, kick more. Go ahead, kick. Ragdoll. Drop your hands to your mat, bring your feet together. Ground your feet into the earth, stand up. Take your arms to the ceiling, breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Clear it out, breathe in. Empty out. Standing leg raise, left side. Right hand at your hip, left hand at your knee. Stay here, straighten your left leg in front of you. Bring your upper leg to the left, gaze to the right. Bring your upper leg to center. Take your arms to the ceiling, breathe in. Airplane pose. Be mindful you're at the front of your mat so you don't kick people. Bring your hands to your heart. Half moon. Setting up the block's really important. The way you set it up, put your lower foot on 12 o'clock. Foundation is everything. Meditate. Press the bottom big toe mound into the mat. Get the top bottom foot, Gretchen. Get it. Get that. Stay here or bend your upper knee, half bow. Ground your lower foot in your mat, belly to your spine. Bend it. Bend it. A few more counts. Belly up, look up, and now kick your into the back wall. Kick it. Oh. Drop your hands to the floor. Bring your feet together. Press your feet in your mat. Stand up. Take your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Clear it out. Breathe in. Empty out. Standing bow. Left arm to the ceiling. Drop your right arm by your side. Okay. Bend your right knee. Roll your right palm open like you're going to hitchhike. Pick up your right ankle, your shin. Now lower foot on 12 o'clock. Eyes steady. Kick your upper shin to the back of the room. And as you lean forward, rise up. 5, 4, calm. 3, 2, bring your upper foot to your mat. Windmill your arms. Standing bow, left side. Eyes steady. Five, 4, awaken through this experience. 3, see what you see. 2, bring your upper foot to your mat. 1 more. Maybe you work with a strap on this side. We'll hold this one for a long, long, long time. Okay, so be ready. Be a process. Okay, left arm high. Switch arms. Yeah. Use the experience of asana to wake up your physical body. This is a standing, balancing back bend. So keep your eyes steady on one point. And now pull in. Lift the lower quadricep up under the thigh bone. Pull in, belly to your spine. Stay in your zone. Stay calm and determined. Be committed. Stay connected to what you see. And now bring the fire. Bring the fire. Be fierce with your offering. Be fierce. 10. 5, 4, and your fullness. That's your offering. 3, 2, bring your upper foot to your mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's clear it out. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Dancer's pose. Left side, right arm high. Each phase of the pose. Savor each phase. Buddha always spoke about the drip. Just the drip phase. of your action. Just baby steps. And then there's the trickle. The trickle. You start developing some momentum, stability, some freedom. And then there's a little stream. 10. And just keep flowing. Stay in your zone. Don't be messable with. 5. 4. At your edge, there's an awakening. 3. At your edge. 2. Bring your upper foot to your mat. Feels better, right? Clear it out. Hands to your heart. Breathe in. Dump it out. Ha. Tree pose. Balance on your left leg. Bring your right foot to your left inner thigh. Place your hands in a prayer over your heart center. And whether you know it or not, you're in prayer. The body in action, the body in service to itself. It's like a self-cleaning oven, your body. Pull your belly up to your spine. Take your arms to the ceiling. Contract your lower ribs into the midline of your body. You feel that? It could just be like armor. Your lower ribs puffing out. It puts pressure on your adrenal glands. So contract the lower ribs into the midline of your body. Take your upper arm bones to the back of the room and roll your baby fingers into the center line. Okay. Eyes clear, clear, straight ahead of you. Bring your hands to your heart center. Drop your upper foot to your mat. Tree pose. Balance on your right leg. Press your left foot to your right inner thigh. Bring your hands to your heart center. I mean, if you can just remember to come back to your mat, powerful, hands to your heart, and you just remember to be in the process and be led. So you don't have to think while you're here. I'll think for you. You just put your eyes on one point, listen to the sound of your breath, listen to the teacher, listen to the community's breath, and you'll be in your zone. Take your arms to the ceiling. And then you develop the knack to just come into your zone, to come into this space where you're in your power, where you're not a pushover, where you're not a dominator. You're just present for people. You learn how to be with people because you've established a relationship with yourself right here, right now. And if not here, where? Big breath in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Drop your upper foot to the floor. Ground your feet into the earth. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Bow forward. Halfway up. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side warrior 1. Warrior 2. Straighten your legs. Triangle pose. Now get your light on. Your light on. Fill the space. This space, like literally the Brookline studio, with your energy. You can do that. You can do that. And you can stay contracted and just try to do it right or not do it wrong, or you can just bring your voice to the pose and bring your expression to the pose. A few more counts. And that'll affect all the space around you when you're at your best, when you're doing your best. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up. Bring your hands to your hips. Point your right toes to the left side of the room. Take your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Drop your right arm by your side. Bend your elbows and lock your hands at your mid-back. Use a strap if you need to. Press your feet into the floor. Breathe in. Forward bend. Spin your heels away from each other. Spread your toes across the floor. Okay, inner ankles back, outer ankles towards your mat. Now zipper up your legs and lean into it. Get rid of the tension in your neck. Give it up. Breathe in. Empty out. Stand up. Face the front of the room. Step your back foot halfway up your mat. Breathe in. Fold forward. Shape your listening around your breathing. Then you can recreate your foundation. When you're really in tune with breath, when you're really in tune with the flow of life, you're constantly recreating your relationship to life, constantly. Lengthen your spine towards the front of the studio. Twist to the right. A twisting triangle. You can put a block under your left hand. Bring your right hand to your hip. You can create more space between your feet, front to back, or right to left. 5, 4, 3, more length. 2, chaturanga. Upward dog. Down dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Straighten your legs. Triangle pose. Press the center of your front heel into your mat. You see how a lot of us just wobble on the front heel. Center the front heel into your mat. Drop your tailbone towards your back heel. Lift your belly to your spine, and then 5 more counts. And make the distinction between just being in the pose and then expressing your energy in the pose. Make that distinction. Spread your toes, fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up. Bring your hands to your hips. Point your left toes to the right side of the room. Take your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in. Drop your left arm by your side. Bend your elbows. Hands connect mid-back. Breathe in. Fold forward. You know, with health, with feeling, not walking around numb. Just from one yoga class, you tap back into vitality, you tap back into the skin, the muscle, the bone, everything comes to life, and your body becomes a great informant. And it starts talking to you in the language of sensitivity. You become more sensitive. You feel more, things that maybe you weren't even willing to feel before. Oh, man, we're just uncovering every nook and cranny of the body, bringing prana, awareness to that, just by breath flow. It's simple. Breathe in, breathe out, stand up, face the front. Step your back foot halfway up your mat. Breathe in, forward bend. Now recreate your foundation. You've created it, and now recreate it. And then it comes apart a little bit, doesn't it? And then you recreate it. Recreate the space between your toes. And begin to straighten your front leg little by little. Lengthen your spine. Just as much space in your lateral, the right lateral body, left lateral body. Twist to the left. Drop your hands to the floor. Twisting triangle. Now, if you got a block down, maybe you put the block to the outside of your front foot and do it the version. Or you modify. The block to the inside of your front foot is good too. 5, 4, and open. Yeah, 3. You see, you have more space. 2, chaturanga. Upward dog. Down dog. Thank goodness we have practice that coaches us in allowing ourselves to come apart. Just to come apart skillfully. High plank. You can bring your knees to the mat. Lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know a system of any physical system that's more effective at clearing the body from debris. When it's clear of debris, the mind-body connection's there. You start feeling a unique feeling of just being connected to something bigger. It's one of the big reasons why I came back to Boston. I wanted to be connected to a bigger community. Flip your head. Rest your cheek on the mat. And I wish I could tell you it was so easy, you know, just to open up a business, start over, to renovate the place. I wish I could tell you it was easy. And I wish I could tell you that I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it. But it's a lot like yoga practice. You know, come just as you are, raw, with what you got and recreating it. And you'll begin to see this way of being physical, the way you are physically, you know, coming just as you are, working with the raw ingredients you got, and then recreating yourself. And this is how you refine your life. Just like that. You get your hands on the dense matter in your body. Clasp your hands at your back. So you may have to create the integration of your shoulders with a strap. Take your scapula into the midline. Firm up your quadriceps under the thigh bones. Breathe out. Inhale, press down into the earth. Lift your collarbones and thigh bones off your mat. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Flex your feet. Inner thigh bones, lift to the ceiling. Collarbones, lift away from the floor 2 to 3 inches. Come back to the earth. Clasp your hands out in front of you so your palms face the earth. And bring your forehead into the back of your hands. If it hurts your neck or your lower back, then you can take another arm variation. Breathe out. Inhale, press down to the floor. Lift your thigh bones and collarbones off the mat. To the center line of the body. Lift your upper arm bones away from the floor. A few more counts. Now get longer from the soles of your feet, to your skull. Get longer. Come down to the floor. Bow pose. Bend your knees. Maybe do one leg at a time. You can grab your ankles. You can grab your hands. Breathe out. Little by little, press your shins to the back of the room. So they go this way. 5, 4, 3. Make your quadriceps burn. 2. It's okay. Come on down. Maybe do one leg at a time. Yeah. Bow pose. Bend your knees. Maybe you do the other leg. If you did one leg at a time, do the opposite leg. Get in. Don't postpone. Ready, set, go. Vinyasa is an awesome system. So you rest in the poses, and then the transitions are actually where you meditate. You meditate through the whole sequence, but the way you keep the dots connected is you flow through the transition. So listen carefully. Listen carefully. Upward dog. Down dog. Camel pose. Bring your knees to the mat. Stand up on your knees. Your knees hip width distance. You can put a block between your thighs. You can curl your toes under, or you keep the tops of your feet on the floor. Neutralize the pelvis and stay there so you're not compressing your lower back. Maybe even drop your head back, or you can bring your hands to your heels. 5. Open your eyes. 4, 3, 2, down dog. A clean transition to down dog. Camel pose. Flow right into it. Five. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. 4. Whatever's touching the floor, press it down into the earth. 3, 2, down dog. Bridge pose. You can jump through and lay on your back. Go ahead, get to bridge. Feet ground on your mat. Put both feet on 12 o'clock. Press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips off the mat. Clasp your hands at your lower back. Press the inner edge of your feet into the floor. Feel your thigh bones rotate down towards your mat. Shimmy your shoulder blades into the center of your body. And come back to the floor. Bridge pose again. Or wheel pose. Reset your feet. Ground your hands into the floor. Go outside your shoulders, in line with your ears. Press down to the floor, lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, come down. Turn the other way like your mom. There you go, turn the same direction. How's your neighbor doing? Oh, he's doing okay? You don't even know. You didn't even look at them. I don't know. Okay. Ready? Set. And go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your chin to your chest. Come back to the mat. I'll just give you 3 more chances. Just 3 more chances. Reset your hands and your feet. Create something great around you. Can you do that? Be a leader, be a light. Ready? Set. Press the floor, come up. This doesn't last forever, this intensity. It comes and it goes. Welcome it in. Pull your belly towards your spine. Ground your hands and your feet in the mat. Now press the floor with more rigor. Press it down. Bring your chin to your chest, come back to the mat. Okay, 2 more. Hey, bring your love to these. Bring them. Bring your love. Ready, set, and go. Create your space. Create it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your chin to your chest. Come back to your mat. Okay, last one. Last one. Do this one on purpose. Do this one with intention. With intention. Like there's a reason why you're going to do this one. Okay, last one. Ready? Put your signature on it. Set. And go. This is why you're here. To be a yes to this space. When you feel like you're coming apart, but you can dig deep. 10, steady. 9. Get out of your lower back. Lift the front edge of your pelvis to your navel. 5, 4. Press the floor. 3, 2. Come down. Good work. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Drop your knees out to the side. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Straighten your legs. Stretch your arms to the back of the room. There's something about this floor that feels so good. It's probably the $5,000 I spent on it. Squeeze your knees into your body. Rock from side to side. And I do got to say, it is so just creating the space. I mean, even picking the paint colors. Everyone tells me how much they love the paint colors. Do you know how much work it took to pick those out? You know, and I wouldn't even, it had to be the right name of the paint color too. Like it couldn't just be the right color and tone. Like, you know how they name that at Home Depot? They have, I'd like to have that job, naming paint colors. But this one's, the white walls are, ready? Calm. You ready for the purple color? After the rain. Dead bug. Grab the outer edge of your feet together. You know, there's actually a Buddhist practice called rain. Right, when you're in reactivity, it's a witnessing practice. Right, and the R stands for recognizing. Like anger is flowing through my body. I recognize. A would be allow. You allow it instead of be like, oh, I'm mad, I shouldn't be mad. No, you just allow it. And then you investigate. You investigate. Well, why is there anger? And then N is that you nurture. You let it be. And you let love. That it's all good. And it's just like, it's funny too, I was telling one of my students this color the other day, rain, and this word came up. Do you know it rains and then after rain? You know there's a word for feeling, it's called petrichor. And it's that same feeling as after this type of work, you have that spaciousness, that purified feeling. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to core. Straighten your legs up to the ceiling. Let's feel some fire. Clasp your hands at the back of your head. Lift your shoulder blades off your mat. Flex your feet. Breathe in. And then go up for 50. Just 50 counts. 50 breaths out. And make it like that, 50 breaths out. It's a good pranayama. Keep your chin off your chest. Firm up your legs. Flex your feet. You don't have to try to breathe in. The in-breath comes when you breathe out. If you want a little in life, then a little bit. If you want a abundance, you have to risk everything you got. Everything. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your legs as they are. Sit on your forearms or take your arms to the side. Drop your legs 1/3 towards the mat. Drop your legs another third towards your mat. Make your legs hover 2 inches from the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up. Bring your knees in your body. Bicycle. Go for it. Touch your elbows to opposite knees. Do that a few times. Flex your feet. And pull your legs into the center line of your body. Center line. Lift your chin off your chest. Stay with it. Stay with it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Legs up. Sit on your forearms or arms by your side. Drop your right leg so it hovers about 1 inch off the floor. Lift your head and shoulder blades off your mat. Firm up your legs. Bring your upper leg down to meet your lower leg. So both legs are hovering on the mat. Lift your right leg up, vertical. Firm up your legs. Bring your right leg down. So both legs are down. Left leg high. Right leg high. Left leg down. Right leg down. Left leg high. Right leg high. Bring your knees in your chest. Twist. Take your knees to the left and your chin to the right. Close your eyes. Put your attention on your belly. Keep your shoulders on your mat. You feel that fresh air coming in? Bring your knees up to center and over to the right. The body, a whole body, a body that's been loved from the skin into the bone, from the bone to the skin. A body scan. This is what Baptiste Power Yoga is. In the realm of the physical, it's a body scan. And it works miracles. You move to your mat, and then the practice moves you. Body's really healthy like this. We begin to wonder what's possible. It's from having a powerful physical practice that you move into what's possible. Or you just have a mind that ruminates about the past. And it hopes and it hopes and it hopes about the future. But it never takes action. It takes courage to step on your mat, huh? It takes courage to feel this stuff. Bring your knees up to center. Grab underneath your thighs. Rock and roll, head to heels. After 3 or 4 times, 5 times, vinyasa through, down dog. Half pigeon right side. Maybe put a block under your right hip, or you lay on your back. You can drop your head to a block or to the floor. Just create your space. There's a certain feeling that when you're in your space, when you're home, there's a certain feeling of home that you create in your body, yoga practice. And it takes a conversation every day to have this feeling of intimacy with yourself, where you can go anywhere and share yourself with anybody. Flex your upper foot. No tension in your neck. Deep rhythmic breath. Relax your jaw. Get rid of any tension in your hands. Just enough in your throat for Ujjayi breath. Flex your right foot a lot. Otherwise, you put your front knee at risk. Deep breathing. Come into your zone. About 10 more counts. Fill the space that you are with air. Fill it. That's the beginning of being intentional in a pose. Once you set your foundation, fill it with air, more air. Clear your space. Downward facing dog. Half pigeon, left side. Create community in your body. Start with your feet. Your back toes under. And if they're not, your back toes point straight to the back wall. And your front foot is flexed. Your front foot would be exactly like it would be if you were standing in Tadasana. Square on the floor, your front foot. Doesn't take long before you connect the dots in the body that if you don't flex your front foot in pigeon, you put your foot at risk. You do flex your front foot in pigeon, you protect your front knee, and you create a power line right into the pelvis. And then you start saying, wow, the are connected. And I need a practice that connects point to point in the body so I can remember, I can embody my life. I can actually feel alive. I can feel the floor beneath me. I can pick up on the subtle cues that other people are given to me so I can connect with them. So you need a block under there. Right? Make sound come from your throat. Takes work to stay in the breath. Not much, not much. And over time, you'll see it take energy to keep the breath flowing than it does initially to begin the breath. It takes it takes less energy for a car to go from 1 mile an hour to 2 miles an hour than it does to go from 0 to 1. This is the beauty of vinyasa. You keep moving and then, well, you move and you keep moving. Keep the flow of breath alive. Listen for it. The initial investment, big cost to that, but do that. Keep coming back to the practice. Show up when you're not feeling good. Show up when you are feeling good. Just keep beginning again and again and again. Start over, because you're going to forget. You're going to get caught up in the humdrum of your life, and you just start over. And start like, okay, what to me? Get into that space. But just taking your body to the mat, taking it through this motion, getting rid of any excess tension, creating the necessary tension. Well, 5 more counts. Double pigeon. Cross your right ankle past your thigh. And be mindful that your sitting bones are grounded on the mat. You can put a block underneath your left knee. There you go. Flex your feet. Roll forward in your sitting bones. Bow down. Breathe into the challenge of just feeling your hips, feeling your body as it is. To not dissociate, to come back to feel the intensity. Let's take it here. Flex your feet. Stress. It's good stress. You need so your body withers. Feet. There you go. Deep breathing. Deep breathing. Go ahead, lean into it. Feel the intensity. About 5 more counts. Okay, sit up. Switch sides. And to have this pressure in your life, the intensity, like no pressure, no diamonds. It's so good to be back in this room. This was like one of my first, I became a man in this room. So back to life. So it's one of my great aims as a human being is to connect with people, to wake people up a little bit. Not people up, put them into a space where they awaken. To create a space where they can awaken. To meet the stresses of their life head on, just to feel them, and to allow those stresses when you feel them to grow you, not for them to devour you or for them to be your executioner. You know this is a yoga student. The student is ready, the teacher appears. Any life circumstances you can awaken in, any of them, but you have to be right now. To be here so you can feel and you can inform yourself. A few more. Thank God you have a space where you can come apart, where the bar is set high and you can come apart. Breathe in, empty out. Sit up. Straighten your legs in front of you. Seated forward bend. Begin with your knees bent. You can grab your feet. You can grab your ankles. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in. Fold forward. Drop your head to your shins. I was just telling this morning about this study. They did this study. They studied, I think, there's like 1,000 people over 8 years, and they asked them 2 questions. And the first question is, how much stress do they have? And the second question is, did stress was bad? And then they tracked these people. They tracked who died. And then they found out, the results found out that you had a 43% more chance of dying if you had high stress. But that was only for the people who thought stress was bad. The lowest risk were the people with the highest stress who didn't think stress was bad. They had the highest stress. But they realized in that stress there was a possibility to their dormant muscles, spiritual muscles, and to recreate themselves. So, inverted tabletop, hands to your butt. Not to your butt, don't do that. Bring them about 6 to 12 inches behind your butt. Fingers to the sidewalls or the front windows. Lift your hips off the mat. And breathe. Feel the good stress in your rotator muscles, the deep rotator muscles. Corrode this type of stress. Push down a lot in the brain, that's debilitating stress. 5, press the floor, hands and feet. 3, pull your belly to your spine. 2, come down, bring your butt to the floor. Scoot up to the front of your mat, lay on your back. Put a block under your bum and send your legs up on a vertical. Gaze at your feet. Firm legs, so muscles to bones. Not too tight with your legs where you strain. Separate your heels a little bit. Feels good to make it through your first class without running out of the room. Even if it doesn't even matter how it turned out, you're just here now. Huh? You made it. It feels great to make it through something intense. And not only physical muscles were toned and strengthened, but your spiritual muscles just stay in the course. I tell Naima this. I tell her, I was like, if I could bail out of the studio now, yeah, I would. I'm telling you that right now. I would. Why? Because it's really intense to drive, really intense to teach. But I love it. I say that like I would, but I'm the worst, despising the things. But it brings it into view. You know, my practice brings into view what's constraining me, where I'm not willing. And then my practice is just to be willing, just to do the work, just to show up, give up what I got to give up, be a yes for growth, and things start shifting. You can bring your knees to your forehead if they're not there, or your feet behind you for plow. You can stay with your feet on the floor and plow, or you can bring your knees by your ears. No tension in your neck or your jaw. You can close your eyes. No need to strain your brain and keep your eyes open. Okay, take your blocks out of the way. Bring your butt to the floor. Bring a deep squeeze. Flex your feet. Straighten your left leg down in your mat. Take your right knee to the left side of your body. Bring your right shoulder. Close your eyes. Keep your shoulders on the ground and just rest. You did good work. Now you earn your rest. Center. Bring your knees into your body. Straighten your right leg down in your mat. Take your left knee to the right side of your body. Bring your chin to your left shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your knees into your body. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Drop your knees to the side. Close your eyes. To straighten your legs and let your feet flop out to the side. You can do that. There's really not a place on planet Earth I'd rather be, truly. And there's nothing I'd rather be doing than to be in here with you guys and practicing asana and meditating and getting a good look at ourselves and see ourselves clearly through each other. Yeah, we're all on the warrior's, the hero's journey. And the terrain at the beginning can be really tough. But we know we're all going to end up in this space of feeling complete, feeling full, and just resting with that, doing the work. And having complete the work, there's a fullness. So just rest in fullness and be complete with yourself. Take a huge breath in. Open your mouth. Be still. You can put a towel over your eyes if you need to. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Roll over onto your right side. Curl into a fetal position. Keep your closed, sit up. Put your hands in a prayer over your heart center. Sit up. Your 3 ohms. Bring your prayer hands to your forehead center. Breathe in. Together we say namaste. Peace and love. Great job, you guys. Good work. Good work. Good work. And thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank everybody. And I will see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Drink lots of water. Get like a gallon of water in your body. And get some electrolytes. Anything else? Yeah, when you get up, can you hold on 1 second, you guys, before you stand up? I got to get these announcements out. You don't want to floor, so really pay attention. Don't slip, and when you go over there to put your blocks away, give them a spray for me, okay? And if you have any questions, ask me. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Good work. Good work. You're so welcome, Wendy. Good to see you.